A very good day to everyone and welcome to your enlightenment program, The Economy and Inside Agriculture, where we focus on the general economy and the business of agriculture. I am Ile Emeje. High blood pressure, BP, referred as hypertension, is defined by two levels by the 2017 American College of Cardiology and American Heart Association guidelines as elevated BP with a systolic pressure. Hypertension is the most common primary diagnosis in the United States, Asia, Africa, and other continents, and is a major risk factor for stroke, myocardial infarction, vascular disease, and chronic kidney disease. Blood pressure may be primary, which may develop as a result of a variety of environmental or genetic causes, or it may be secondary to renal, vascular, and endocrine causes. Primary or essential hypertension accounts for about 90 to 95% of adult cases, and secondary hypertension accounts for 2 to 10% of adult cases. Although in orthodox medicine, many guidelines exist for the management of hypertension, including the 7th report of the Joint National Committee on Prevention, Detection, Evaluation, and Treatment of High Blood Pressure, with a focus on lifestyle modification as the first step in managing hypertension. However, alternative medicine is given a promising outlook that may end the scourge of hypertension through the application of herbs and shrubs. And so today on the program, Professor of Phytomedicine, Professor Ben Amodu, is my guest, joining me after the promo. We'll be right back.
We are a nation blessed with people of diverse cultures, religions, languages, and opinions. It is ironic that we are now being ripped apart by our greatest strength, our diversity. We have allowed intolerance, insensitivity, bigotry, and nepotism to blind our vision of the greatness we can achieve working together as one. We may not have the same culture, nor religion, nor language, but we all belong to the same nation by the divine will of God. We did not choose to be Nigerians. Nigeria chose us. This nation is our divine heritage, and if we open our eyes, we would realize that what divides us pales in comparison to what unites us. And by the comparison and conciliation of our differences, we will grow until our differences disappear. Our unity cannot be willed by mere declarations, nor do we get unity by ignoring the questions that beg for answers. We must celebrate our diversity and debate our differences without fracturing our unity. Our strength is not in our numbers, but in our unity, because even the weak become strong when united. Nigeria unite.
This message is brought to you by Abuja Broadcasting Corporation, owners and operators of ASO Radio 93.5 FM Abuja, ASO Television DSTV Channel 392, Star Times Terrestrial Channel 127, Free TV Channel 507, People's TV Channel 285, and UHF Channel 38.
So glad to have you join us on this interesting edition of your enlightenment program. Our guest, a professor of phytomedicine, Professor Ben Amodu, is right here in our studio and will be educating us on the issues around high blood pressure, popularly referred as hypertension, and the management through herbs and shrubs. Prof, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you, and good day, viewers.
All right. Hypertension is one of the leading causes of death, not only in Africa but globally, which is always referred by orthodox practitioners as incurable. Can you enlighten us on the causes of hypertension? What is hypertension?
Hypertension, is the pressure the blood exerts when it passes through the various vessels, arteries, arterioles within the body system. And the normal reading is supposed to be 120/80.
That's a normal reading.
As it were. But when there is hypertension, the pressure starts building up, going to 140/90. You are considered to, when it is consistent reading, you are considered to have hypertension. And according to WHO, hypertension is one of the non-communicable diseases.
Okay.
And the effects it causes within the human system leads to cardiovascular disasters. The cardiovascular system, the heart and related system that controls the blood. We have a death of 17.9 million globally, which 17.9 million deaths all over the world as a result of hypertension, cardiovascular diseases that leads to cardiovascular diseases. So it is a major worry by WHO, making non-communicable diseases now as one single cause of death in the world, generating 74% in terms of the totality. So in the modern medical parlance, hypertension cannot be cured because it has a heart-related issues. Anybody with hypertension has the heart aspect. The heart usually, standardly, may have a size of this. Someone that has hypertension will have his or her heart slightly enlarged, some slightly more enlarged. Another person, and another person,
Keeps going.
and another person. To the extent that when you go to Federal Secretariat, somebody is coming behind you, you are climbing a staircase, you are hearing somebody resting his head on the pavement as he climbs up. Heart is enlarged, so it finds it difficult, a lot of palpitation to walk and all that. So that is the aspect that makes heart or treatment for hypertension non-realizable. So while we're doing our research, what things are we doing differently? That is the question to ask.
Yeah.
And I'm here to share not the definition of hypertension or whatever. Is what are Nigerian medicines? We don't want to call them alternative medicine anymore. What are Nigerian medicine doing differently from any other medicines in the world? I and other researchers who have been able to research into the heart enlargement, the heart arrhythmia, and other related illnesses of the diseases, the rheumatic diseases of the heart and others. And God has done well in terms of our getting to be able to solve the problems in the heart issues. What do I mean? And it's good to give this picture. Recently, some years, an individual that has a large heart, kidney retains 75% of urine produced, lungs filled with water, is hypertensive, is diabetic. He was his prostate is enlarged. It's in one of the highbrow hospitals in Abuja here. They are preparing to take him to India. When they sent his medical record, they said no, with this he will not be able to even enter plane to come to India. He should replace his heart, lungs before India, and he will not live for more than 1 year. So his people that I'm treating went to visit him in the hospital and said, we are not happy, you've been here for 6 months, nothing has changed. You cannot get up, you cannot walk. you need to follow us. And he looked at the wife and said, Kai, this one looks like a divine message. Follow them. So they came, and the wife explained to me. And we gave a prescription. I have visited 4 hospitals, 4 specialized hospitals in Abuja to no avail. Visited an Indian hospital in Karu to no avail, the same patient. So started with our prescription, with the heart, the one that resolves the heart. To God be the glory. After 4 days, he got up and started walking. The wife sent me a text, which is here. I'm going to forward to you after this. We don't talk. For me, it's res ipsa loquitur. As we say it, is what happens. And we say it as it is. We don't deceive anybody. I'm into this research to help humanity. The man started walking, and the wife sent me a text that as we speak, the husband is now walking, and the heart is functioning better than before he became sick.
Is the man still alive?
Yes. The prostate had stabilized, the BP, the sugar normalized. So this is the kind of medicines we have here. If we respect our own, and with what Trump is doing in the US, and we start saying, let's live within the means of what we have, before you know, people will start visiting. The tourism we will have in Nigeria, and indeed in Africa, will marvel us. And Abuja will become the fulcrum of herbal medicine treatment, or of Nigerian medicines. You heard on CNN how people cross the border of US into Mexico to do a heart operation. Same BP issue. What happened? 4 of them were kidnapped, 2 killed, 2 released. The 2 went and did their operation of the heart, and they became okay. At how much? $60,000. In America itself is $100,000. The price differential made them to cross over. But the same CNN reported that the following week, the kidnapping notwithstanding, 10 people still crossed the border for the same operation. And here we have it in Nigeria for free.
For free?
Yes. The money we're charging is not anything close to $60,000. So, the good news is that Nigerian medicines can finally level the BP to fluctuate within normal. You know, it's a fluctuating phenomenon.
Yeah.
It will now fluctuate within normal after 6 months of being treated, and the heart will come back normalized, just like this high patient was resolved. So what are we waiting for? For what God has given to us? Ukraine is becoming very important because of what God has given to their soil.
Yeah.
And so also all other parts of the world. Namibia, with their diamond and gold, they are saying everybody coming to that country now must get visa, except you are an African, which is good. So if our own soil, our vast ecosystem has given us these shrubs and trees and plants that we are able to get during COVID, Trump was running up and down. What is the kind of illness that America does not have solution?
That's strange.
He was running up and down, only for us to have the cure here. And then the so-called power that blocked the prominence of our Nigerians coming up to say we have the cure for the COVID. Instead, they patronize Madagascar. And today, where are the Madagascar products? The Benamodus products are there. They are still working, curing the COVID. Even those who took the COVID vaccine and are having COVID-related issues are still coming, and we are still resolving them. So if you don't want your brother to be a king, you can never be referred to as a king's brother. So let us look inwardly. We will cure the hypertension. Not only curing it, hypertension causes other issues. Quick ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, the large heart, we have said that.
Yeah.
Issues of eye, the same hypertension leads to glaucoma of the eye and all that. Oh, and all these have been resolved by Nigerian-made medicines, which don't have any such record anywhere in the world, except through operations. Even if it's only this heart own we hold onto. You know what that means all over the world. A lot of people as they age, non-communicable diseases, these are diseases we age into. So everybody is a target. Everybody can become. What about prostate? Somebody had a prostate level of 2,000. It normally varies between 0 to 4. Prostate of
0 to
2,000.
4?
Yes.
And somebody had
Has
2,000?
2,000, and in 8-10 months we brought it down to 1.2. And
For real?
he took it to his doctor. It's on my page. So people are listening to us. It's on my page. African Alternative Medicines Hospital Worldwide. Once you press it, it comes out and you will see it. We brought it to 1.2 and he took the result to his doctor. And doctor said, it's better you went to where you went. This high level, we couldn't have done anything about it. So, this hypertension is not only heart, the issue of kidney. And kidney is coming in very fast now. We have kidney diseases all over the place. 1 in every 8 Americans prone to kidney. 1 in every 8 in the UK. 1 in every 8 in Nigeria. Kidney. And recently, a patient in Manchester, his 2 kidneys were totally bad in Nigeria. And he met a person I treated before. This is my situation. No. You contact Benamodu. He contacted me. With confidence, he paid and we sent. 2 months after using the kidney, they say the kidney is bad and is irreversible. Listen to that in modern medicine. It's irreversible. What happened? He used it. He went back to the same hospital. They tested. And the white doctor says, what I'm seeing here is reversed. What happened? I took Dr. Benamodu's drug in Abuja. So let us face the realities. Even if you don't like the face of Benamodu, you cannot dispute with what we have done. And we're publishing this all over the world. It's there. So let us tell the world what Nigerians can do. It's not only when we hear the world doing this, we run after their own. When we have our own, if we do not align with it, other people will not align. And these are critical areas that we almost have as a monopoly. Because as far as the modern medicine is concerned now, you have any likely high blood pressure, high sugar level that is not coming down, that is not responding, the next thing they put you on the line to undergo dialysis. After dialysis, you are being prepared for kidney transplant. Even when you are transplanted, it's between 8 to 10 years. The transplant will collapse. I just have a new patient now. His own has collapsed, so it's back to square one. So when he found out, he has come back to me, and we are starting it again. So the transplant is not the solution, because 8 to 10 years, you are back to square one, just like this patient has come again. So why can't we follow on our own natural something that will bring you back to the situation where you can have your free life? And then the glaucoma, the cataract, which are side effects being generated as a result of high blood pressure, we are also resolving
A report.
unoperatively.
I read a report some time ago, and it emphasized on the fact that high blood pressure is the origin of all terminal diseases. How true can that be?
This is what we're saying now. High BP is leading to glaucoma of the eye and all this, which one may die through operation. High blood pressure has led to the kidney, sometimes even to liver-related issues. And you know, liver is a very complicated area. So, what else? Even if we use the kidney one alone.
So now, how complicated is hypertension that it has defied orthodox solution?
That is what we have just treated. Because once the hypertension is high, it leads to kidney. And you know, kidney is the mother of all issues. In the way the modern medicine treats kidney, the good thing about us is that before you go into dialysis, if your BP is so high, your sugar is so high, we can get in there with these Nigerian medicines. They will be resolved. So there will be no need for dialysis. A guy from Edo just called me, oh, my BP is high, my sugar is high, I am in Irua now, they want to do dialysis, please, because of God, Benamodo, I don't want to do it, this. I say, okay, take style, tell them you are waiting for your mother, but be on the bed, let them be doing all the signs, and be taking your medication, which I will send today, and I did. He was there for 3 weeks. Started taking my medication, the hypertension started dropping, the sugar started dropping, and they did his abdominal examination, repeated all the tests, and found that everything was okay. And the doctor wrote there, the dialysis I was to make you do, I hereby cancel it. Just like the guy whose mother had diabetes and had a very big wound on the leg and was in a highbrow hospital in Gariki. They were to do Mama's amputation in 6 days. And Mama, instead of using the drug twice in a day, used it 3 times.
That's the alternative medicine?
Yes, the Nigerian medicine, which I make. And what happened? The 6th day, professor came, removed the bandage, and the place was healed. And Mama was responding to sensations, which she was not responding to before. And when they opened the wound and everything was healed, the professor said, well, the anticipated amputation is hereby cancelled. Mama, congratulations. After your dressing, you are discharged.
What?
There's no record of such anywhere in the world. So why are we deceiving ourselves? There are big aesthetic factories in Europe are waiting for people's leg to be cut who have unhealed ulcer of the leg, and then they wear them, their artificial shoes and what have you. So what Nigeria has is a big advantage. Look at in Saudi Arabia, a lot of sugar consumption. In the US, their lifestyle, a lot of people are being amputated, and you tell them you have these solutions. You don't know what it means. You don't know what respect the country can have. So why are we neglecting what we have? Is it not what you have you give priority to?
When you say that Nigeria, or God has blessed Nigeria, endowed us with mineral resources, tell us now what the formation of the alternative medicine. Is it purely agricultural products, or there are chemicals applied to it?
They are purely agricultural products, no chemicals.
Shrubs, herbs, and
Yes. I'll give you an example. The eggplant. We do a combination for eggplant. As men age, their penile system becomes so small, and they complain about this. Every man, we don't know where that is coming from. But we did a research with eggplant, and you know eggplant is long like this, like the penile system. And when it is used, the penile system comes out like an eggplant.
Wow. And
a lawmaker friend of mine who came yesterday said, this is your eggplant combination. now wow. So Nigeria, even all the misgivings, juju be this, juju be that, is not. If I bring it here from late, give it to you, give to a person, you will see the reaction. So let them go and sit down.
Okay, and now, is it possible for someone to have high blood pressure or hypertension without any sign or knowing?
Yes. That's why they call it silent killer. You may be doing fine, going about your BP is high. That's why people fall down on the stage or fall down while walking.
Can there be any sign, at least something to...
Well, maybe sometimes slight headache or something. That is one of the major signs of, or some dizziness or something like that. That's why they call it silent killer. It's not written in your face. It's not written anywhere. It could just come up. So the important thing is that as you age, you just be very continuous with your medical checkups and all that.
And now, if you have this claim that you have mentioned, what effort are you doing to collaborate with, to get government's attention to what you and your colleagues are doing?
No, part of the effort is not speaking to here to the powers.
It's part of it
and
anyway.
A lot of them are listening to this, but because they have one way or the other abroad where they can easily go and spend the dollars they have already earned, they take this for granted. I treated a lady who urinates almost every time. Was wearing Pampers at 68 years old.
A young woman?
Yes. Our product that resolves hypertension and prostate, when we gave it to her, the urine ceased and it became normal, and she's no longer wearing Pampers. There's no hospital she has not gone all over the world.
Do you have records of all of these people?
Yes, I keep the records, and their phone numbers are there with me.
Can we interview them to confirm?
Oh, I am willing to come with them. Even my former deputy governor, he had a PSA of 22, and when I treated him for prostate cancer, it came down to 1.2.
That means
when he visited the hospital, the owner said, His Excellency, why did you come to do this test? You don't have a prostate. He said he couldn't believe it until they showed him the result. He was preparing to go and do an operation. And he's willing at his age to say, I'm ready to face the press because I couldn't believe this result. I was preparing for operation.
All right, if some of them can face the press,
no, we are willing.
Take our time.
We are willing to come.
Interview them.
I will bring them.
Where they were, and what they are.
He's ready to join us on an interview panel like this.
To confirm the efficacy of what you are saying.
Yes.
Now, what are you doing differently towards complementing the research effort in bringing lasting solution? Now, you have told us that alternative medicine is curative.
Yes,
or it's on its way to becoming curative.
Yes.
What are you doing differently from the orthodox medicine in order to get these issues resolved?
Issue of hypertension?
Yes.
No, we have already done. We have taken the aspect of the opportunistic issues related to hypertension, which I mentioned, glaucoma, sometimes cataract, or they are both occurring together. Then you are talking of general weakness of the sufferer. They do something small, they become tired. When they take our medication, all these things go away. Some of them are unable, because of the side effects of the drugs they have been using, they are unable to sleep with their wives. But when they are on our own, all those opportunistic issues are resolved. And what can be more important? You are able to deliver the marriage dividends without any issues. Before now, you are unable to. Even your business life has become so dull because any little things you do, you become tired.
That's why they say health is wealth.
Yes, you become tired. So all those ones are taken care of, including the including the major side effects of an enlarged heart. That's the major effect in hypertension, which we have now gotten a cure. Yes, that the enlarged heart comes back normal without an operative procedure. The operation normally takes about 18 hours. And for a person that is over 60, to come and lie down and you open the heart and then start working on it for 18 hours. My surgeon friend in the US says they get up to 10 patients from Nigeria.
Okay, now
they lose 9, only 1 survives in this open heart surgery. And we now have a solution right here in Nigeria. The whole world should focus and run to Nigeria for Nigerian medicines that doesn't have side effects.
Now let's talk about
and that has NAFDAC approval.
That is where I'm
yes, they have.
How far have you gone with your research, the acceptability of the alternative medicine with Nigeria and then some international organizations?
We have growing number of patients, and we always pass our products through NAFDAC for approval. That we don't have any problem. We obey the rules, and NAFDAC is checking every now and then to make sure that those things are complied with.
One problem that a lot of people have had over the years, especially the masses, is the problem of cost, the money to afford or to access medicaments.
Madam, a combination that resolves all the issues related to high blood pressure being sold for 34,000 per month is not anything, and it's giving you a limited time of 6 months, not all the year round that you have to use throughout your year. I don't think that is any cost compared to that singular heart issue can cost you as much as $100,000. That heart issue, which is resolved in the 34,000 the person will pay. I don't think the cost is anything. It's just for we to recover back our money under this present situation capsule costs have gone up. Cost of everything, tomato, small amount of tomato now has gone up to 4 to 8,000 naira per bowl.
It's true. So tomatoes, peppers,
ginger,
have gone up.
Ginger. I bought ginger yesterday. Just a unit cost of 18 to 20,000 naira.
Yeah, it's true.
So we have not changed our prices. So this cost you are talking about, this cost I'm telling you is before this time. So we are very, very reasonable.
Again, let's take a look at the side effects, because medical experts have argued that the treatment of hypertension can be managed, but they express a concern on the side effect. What effect does the alternative medicine, herbal, phyto, or any name that we call them,
a lot of users
effects do they
of
have
these Nigerian
on the
medicines,
users?
a lot of users of these Nigerian medicines are listening to this program, and they can
some of them are following us.
They can also testify. No single side effects in the ones they use, and if there's any side effects, they are minimal, not even noticeable. Unlike the synthetic ones, you take immediately, and it starts staring you on the face. You are unable to have erection. Very, very, that can even kill some people. Whereas you take something, there's no side effect, erection comes up. Same day you start using it. There's no such.
Sorry?
Same day. We will bring people that will testify.
All right.
Yes.
Now, what will be your advice to those that are following us on the program on the management of hypertension?
I hope
reference.
my number has been given on air. If my number has not been given, let them give my number just as a follow-up.
I think it's attached to your name there.
Yeah, please, because there may be some people who are not aware of this program, who may go to your website page, they will see the number and call us as a follow-up, or any questions they have regarding hypertension, regarding glaucoma, regarding kidney diseases, or any other issues medical. I will be able to advise.
What can you say about our eating habits?
Eh?
Our eating habits.
That's where the problem comes from. Is those things we like to eat that create problems for us.
Can you educate us a little?
Yes.
Since we are talking about
for hypertension. Bitter leaf. I spoke about bitter leaf in 2003. How I make my medicines from bitter leaf.
Ordinary bitter leaf?
Ordinary
the normal bitter leaf we have beside our houses?
The bitter leaf, you know, it's a God-given product. And I spoke in 2003 in Guardian how I made my medicines from bitter leaf. Cancer, hepatitis, high blood pressure. I gave the interview. Today, they are selling the same bitter leaf capsule. People are lined up in New York to buy bitter leaf capsules. So they say people steal from them. This time around, they have stolen from me.
Maybe some of us will still steal from you.
So bitter leaf, using bitter leaf, either you take it like this, you mene into water, and then drink the resolving this thing. Just like the way an animal GIT, you pour it, it will wash everything, remove all the toxins and whatever out of it. Bitter leaf is very good. You have to take it, water leaf, bitter leaf, they are fantastic. Then our Moringa oleifera is a superfood recognized all over the world. You can eat it raw, you can eat it in a smoothie, you can do tea out of it, you can also blend it, dry it, and put it inside your akamu or tea and drink. They are very good.
Okay.
They take little of every food. Salad, people talk, they say it's grass. Yes, those grass are powerful. They are working. You must take the grass. The grass works.
All right. Before we come back to the alternative medicine drugs that we have, let's look at the economic aspect of it. When we talk about alternative medicine, what is the economic impact on our GDP? If, for example, the government comes up to support the production or mass production of alternative medicine in Nigeria, and you as
President
talking
Tinubu
about
has already identified this. Even in his interview, he said it off head. That he's aware of the works of Professor Martin Semeje, the DG of Nigerian Natural Medicine Development Authority. Yes, that he's aware of the work the guy is doing, and that he's going to mass produce those things. That is since December. So we are surprised. This is April. What could be delaying such a presidential pronouncement?
Maybe the bureaucracy.
From December, we are into second quarter. President has given such a commendation in his speech to the whole country, and nothing has happened. There should be people who should be there to follow up the presidential talk, and the follow up, and to see to the realization of that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a product developed by the DG there that has 97% effectiveness in malaria. 97, whereas the one the WHO is using only 29%, and they are testing it in Malawi, Kenya, and co. And the children are developing all kinds of sicknesses and whatever. Go to my page. People say they are in a mosquito-infested area, but having been on my product, they have not had one malaria issue
for some time.
If it were in India now, they would have adopted that, because a whole the white people working with us, where we registered the product, they had to probe me in 153 European countries, well, Commonwealth countries, to see if I copied somebody's work. But they never saw it, so they had to call me later to congratulate me, to say they're happy working with me, you know.
And so, if peradventure the government comes up to mass produce it, what will be the economic impact? Government
has its taxes here and there, where they make money out of this. As we speak, herbal medicine is projected at $6 trillion by the U.S.
Herbal medicine, $6 trillion.
Yes.
Do you know the amount you are calling?
Of course. I'm not sleeping. I know. $1 trillion. Do you know that 45% of this is in the hands of the Europeans? For what we have the active ingredient, because of the attitude of our governments. If we put head into it very well, I'm sure our Nigerian herbal medicine should be in the range of $50 million. Something that we have the raw materials within our ecosystem here.
So if this is mass produced again, I'll ask this question. Do you also see this as a way out of the recent Trump's tariff or trade restriction?
Yes,
various countries of the
when
world.
we start solving kidney problem here, with the COVID, which we already have captured, we cure COVID, we cure kidney, we are curing cancer. The tide will turn against them when they are hearing, oh, in Nigeria they cure prostate cancer, they prevent even kidney diseases, and cure this, cure that. The focus will be here. People will be coming to lodge in Nikon, so the owners of Nikon will be making good money. The taxes they are paying, the government is taking its own. The taxes we are paying, the GDP will just skyrocket, because this is, government never planned that something like that will come from this area. It's an incidental something. Now it's open to the GDP. Our raw material, do you know they are coming, Chinese and other individuals are carrying some of our raw material here to the port and ferrying it to their land and do small improvement and bring it back with big money. But this is what we have decided to do here, and we are getting results.
Some Nigerians have expressed concern or disappointment on the packaging of alternative medicine. Some have said if you see the packaging is discouraging and looking somehow.
Madam, now packaging will go job. It could be beautifully packaged and it's not doing the work. You made a good point, but are we eating packaging? In the packaging they are they cured their COVID. In their beautiful packaging, with their high-level tech labs they have and all this, they couldn't tackle COVID. But in those packaging we had, we tackled COVID. But it is noted, my colleagues, please work on your packaging. As far as I'm concerned, my packaging is okay. But if you make observations, we are willing to correct. But if they work, the most important thing, is it working?
That's the question, whether
Yes.
it is working?
Yes. Is it working? If it's working, this issue of packaging you are saying, the sick patient who is dying does not want to know how the packaging is. But the paper you are giving me, is it working?
Yeah. Some persons also have dwelt on, there's this packaging, this medicine, supplements from other countries, and they have lived on it forever. Some have to live on it for the rest of their lives. How is the alternative medicine which you people are producing?
No, they are good. They are adaptable. They have little or no side effects at all. And they are affordable. Just like I told you, before this current situation, look at the amount we are selling it. We are still selling it at that amount. The increasing cost of raw materials notwithstanding.
I've seen a supplement like that bottle there.
Yes.
Maybe you pay as high as 100,000
Yes.
to obtain one.
Yes. These are the ones.
All because they are imported.
The combinations for the BP, here they are. And a person we treated 3-4 days ago, BP of 184 over 120.
That's all right.
Yes, came down to 140 over 94.
All right, as we round off, what measures would you prefer for the government as a way of stepping down the issues of the BP in Nigeria?
No, if
the government
the president has already directed, he says he's aware that these things are working and there's a need to mass produce them. So we are waiting for government policies in terms of mass production so that people will start using and they will start seeing the benefits immediately. And then we will have general wellness. We can reduce the cardiovascular disease record of 17.9 million, although it's a global thing. And Nigeria, many of these deaths occur with people under 70 years of premature death, 70 years of age. And that's why in other crime, they live up to 100 years and all that. So if we use our own simple materials here, we will live longer.
Okay, in seconds, for those that are interested to read more about what you are doing, can you just tell us your page and...
Well, I am the managing director, Professor Ben Amodu, the managing director of African Alternative Medicines worldwide. On my phone, which must have been shown, I'm on 08037 899 735. Once more, 08037 899 735. And you can go to my page. I'm on Twitter, I'm on all other social media handle, including Facebook, where we answer this name, African Alternative Medicines Hospital Worldwide.
Okay.
You will see testimonies upon testimonies.
All right. All right. With that, we have come to the end of today's Enlightenment program on the economy and inside agriculture. The guest we have been speaking with is a professor of phytomedicine, Professor Ben Amodu. He's also, as he said, he's also the managing director and chief executive officer of the African Alternative Medicine Worldwide, but the headquarters is in Abuja. Prof, we want to thank you so much for coming on the program. All right. And to you out there, our audience, thanks so much for staying with us on today's edition of the program. Join us again for another interesting edition of the program, God's willing. Have a nice day. I am Ile Emeje.
Ulotunyi Umapa.